Hey, this is Scott Howenstein, and he's in charge of our Atlas rebuild department and the Aruba crawler department.
This is the rebuild bench. Try to turn the rebuilds around in no more than 2 weeks. We get King of the Hammers, we get regular users, and we try to get them back out to people as quickly as possible. Here is the Aruba crawler bench. We try to satisfy the Aruba crawler orders within a day or two, and the Aruba crawler is basically the second half of the 4-speed.
This is Bill Hedges, and Bill runs our overdrive department, and he does some of our heavy-duty output shafts also. Bill?
Hi, I've been here 22 years, and mostly in assembly, although I've had the opportunity to dance around through the shop with different tasks, some machining, and but mostly in the assembly, and it's been very satisfying and kept me busy. In this area, I do the Saturn Overdrive, which was designed by a company in Washington for the Jeeps that we scattered all over the earth after the Second World War. And they made those, this overdrive makes that Jeep drivable at highway speeds, and we've done very well with that since we acquired it, and still going strong. The care we use in manufacturing it and putting it together. They are all serial numbered, and I keep them in consecutive order as I log them as they go out, so that we have a tracking system that's efficient and helps us to identify products. Down here is where we do heavy-duty output shaft kits for Dana 300 and Dana 20.
Here we have our Dana 20 heavy-duty output kit, and this is also the Dana 20 shaft that we manufacture here at Advanced Adapters, and then this is our Dana 300 heavy-duty tail housing, which goes with the also manufactured at Advanced Adapters, the Dana 300 heavy-duty output shaft 32 spline.
And on further down is the Ranger Overdrive that goes in full-size pickups and gives you a drop in RPM of roughly around 1,000 at highway speeds, better gas mileage, and gives you a lot more gears forward, even 2 gears in reverse. Another product that we have is Uniraise, that it gives a guy the opportunity or the availability to drop his transfer case out in the field, and it supports the transmission and the rear of the engine. This is actually the heart of the Uniraise system that supports transmission when you have to drop the transfer case out in the field, and it's hung suspended 2 different ways, either over the top of the frame or through a hole in the frame.
This is our Atlas assembly department. Over here we have our shipping table. This is our final QC. Where the yokes get torqued, all of the order gets checked. Every Atlas is built special. Not every Atlas is the same, or some will be the same, but they're all custom built to however the customer likes it. Today we might do 10 that are all completely different. And here we have our inventory of parts from 32 spline short to 32 spline. Everything's different, and as you can see, our inventory of parts are pretty extensive. We're doing everything we can to try to improve the lead times on the Atlas transfer case, and we're making a lot of headway. We're ramping up production to try and improve the lead time. Moses, this is our final assembly table, and in this department what we do is we put the idler gear in, or some of you might know as the cluster gear. We put the pan on, it gets checked for noise, and it's the final area before it moves over to the shipping table where they do another final check. Horacio Rendon runs the Atlas department for us. He's been with the company about 11 years, and he makes it happen out here. This is stage 1 of the Atlas assembly, and this is where we put the front outputs in, and on this, and then we do all the shimming on the front outputs. This is the stage 2 of the Atlas assembly department. At this department, what we do is we assemble the input shaft, and the input shaft there again would vary from 10, 32, 27, depending on the application, turbo 400, turbo 350, 700R, any transmission we can adapt an Atlas transfer case to. Also, what we do in this department is we assemble the rear output shaft, and the rear output shaft gets installed into the unit, and it is pre-shimmed over at our shimming table over there on the other side. We also assemble the low speed gears. This is what gets the low range on the Atlas. These also get put into the case at this time. And the shift forks also, and the shift controllers. And whether it's a left or a right hand drop is how we determine which shifter controller goes in the unit.